it's Shawnee. Welcome back. You already know what time it is. It is time for our weekly roundup where I go over all of the palettes and looks I did over the past week and I rank them from least liked to most liked. Now this week I believe we have 7 slots and there are some slots that have a couple of palettes. So let's jump right in. Our number 7 is Charlotte Tilbury, and it is her Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. I actually really liked the look that I did with this palette. I think I stuck with these shades here, these 3, and it was a nice work-friendly, you know, I'm always looking for that, nice work-friendly look. And I mean, this isn't necessarily super special or shades that I don't already have in the other palettes that I have, but I like it. It's like sleek and it's gold and it just makes me feel luxurious. So this is definitely going to stay with me for a little while longer. Number 6, that is a combination of palettes. First is the VISEART Petite Shimmers Koi palette and the Petite Matte Editorial Brights. So let me show you what those look like. So I believe I stuck with mainly this purple shade and then I paired it with this shade here. I really felt like these went together very well. It reminded me of how much I enjoy VISEART palettes. I really like that the shades can be built up, so I think you can do a very like nice light kind of application, but then you can also deepen it and build it up. So I really enjoyed these 2 palettes. I used them to do the look that I did when I was in my office earlier this week. So that was number 6. Number 5 is a palette that I am really enjoying and getting a lot of use out of, and that is the Nomad Goose Town USA palette. Now, I've done a couple of looks already, but I've mainly stayed over on this side, which is a bit surprising to me because I tend to go I lean warmer, and this is a cooler tone palette, but even with that, I'm surprised I haven't spent as much time on this side. But for this look that I did use this side, and I only used 2 shades. I used Copper Penny and Deadwood, and just the shimmer all over the eye, and using the darker matte shade on the outer V. It was a very simple, quick look, and that's exactly what I wanted. I really appreciate that so far with all of the Nomad palettes that I have, it seems that I'm able to do a more dramatic look, but I'm also able to do a more like toned down work-friendly look, which again is always what I'm looking for, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, this was number 5. Now, number 4, we have even more Nomad, but it was paired with a couple of other palettes. So the palettes that I used, the first one is the Nomad AMORE and MUERTE palette. This is the one that like opens up like a book. There's that, and I used this side primarily because I was doing a red look, and that is the reason that I used the Melt Muerte palette. I used these reds here, and I also used a bit of the Melt Gemini 2 palette for the greens. And the look that I created with this one is the Copy Kitty look that I did for my collab with Jan Van, and I really enjoyed the look. I really felt like it pushed me to be creative. I think it was the first time I wore like the little sparkly Julie things on my eyes. So it was a fun look to create, and I'm really glad that I had the shades in these different palettes to really create that velvety red thing I was trying to do. So that is 4, right? Okay, number 3 is my Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. one of my fave palettes from her. I use this shade, Sextraterrestrial. I just like that shade name. So I used that with some of the mattes, and I really enjoyed this look. It was just really fun. I liked it. It was cute. I tried to do a little bit of a different kind of V with the mattes, and I really like the way it turned out. And I'm really enjoying going through my Pat McGrath motherships and consistently using them. So this is number 8? Let's see. Let me count really quickly. Oh, girl, it's on the box. Where's the box? Yeah, this is number 8. Okay, now. Yes, number 2 is actually the palette that I have on my eyes today, and that is the Menagerie Cosmetics Sugar High palette. I just think this palette is so fun. It's so bright. And I used, these 2 mattes here along with this shimmer and a bit of this shimmer. And did I use this one? Possibly. I think so. Yeah, a little bit. So this is just a fun, bright look that I have going on. I'm really enjoying it. It's almost sunset-y, kind of, sort of, but like, kind of, sort of, right? And I just feel like I look kind of glowy today, and I think that the orangey, pinky, whatever else going on is just really cute. Lashes flying away. And yeah, I like this palette. I like the intensity of the color. And so far, I've really liked the Menagerie Cosmetics palettes that I have. I have Sugar High, and then I have Claws and Paws. That was number 2, right? Okay, number 1. Take a guess. I'll give you a second. Take a guess. Think of something that's like new that came out. It is the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. So I just got this the other day, and I've already dipped into it. I use pretty much every shade that you see has a dip in it. I enjoyed the eye look. And also, I just enjoyed how everything came together, how you can really use this palette for everything. So I used it for my eyes and for contour, bronzer, lip liner, eyeliner. What else? I think that was it. I used a little bit of it for my brows, but I actually really just prefer a brow pencil, so I ended up just using a brow pencil, but you can definitely use this for your brows as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying this palette. Now, it's not one that I think you necessarily need, because it's just really like a cool toned, neutral, has all your colors here kind of palette, but I'm certain that you already have it. Maybe in different palettes, but you already have it. But I'm glad to have it. I'm glad to support Danessa. And you will be surprised at what I did, okay? So this is mainly matte. There are a few colors in here that have a bit of shim, but what I did, you guys, is I'm trying, y'all. I pulled out the I Don't Need a Nude palette from Natasha Denona, and I used one of the topper shades. You know, I hate toppers. But the other thing that I did is that I rearranged the palette. Let me show you. So first, I took all of the shades out and I labeled them. Ooh, let me see if I can pick one up and show you. Oh, ow. What is happening? So I just put little labels on them. Can you see that with my label maker? Because you can move her shades around, but she doesn't have them labeled. And what I did is I put the shimmers kind of at the top and beginning of the second row, and I put them in like least opaque to most opaque. So when I go into this palette now, I know that these are going to be like more topper shades, and then as I go down the row and then to the next one, they increase in opacity. And then I just put, or tried to put, the tones of the mattes together. So this is like peachy orangey. These are kind of neutral, and these are the deeper browns. So I like it a lot better like this, okay? If you want me to, I can do a quick video on what shade I have where in comparison to the original layout, but I was really just inspired to do that to get me to use it more, and I think I will, because now I know if I have like an all matte look and I want just a little bit of shim, then I've got these topper shades to use, even though I'm not a fan of toppers. So I did combine this Danessa Myricks with this Natasha Denona. So those are my palettes and looks for the week. My button fell off, so my shirt is falling off, but that's okay because you're not seeing anything. Now, I always like to include some sort of thing I've been liking that is non-makeup or non-eyeshadow really, and so today I have to give a shout out to my girl Nikki because she got me onto this. It is the Kiss Lash Glue Liner. I didn't know if I was gonna like this because I typically use like regular lash glue to put on my lashes. I will often use House of Lashes lash glue. This is one of my faves. Or the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I would say, like, I love the House of Lashes, but I would say this one is even stronger. But I saw how easily it was for Nikki to put on the eyeliner and then put on the lash. I was like, I'm gonna try that. I really like this. I really like it. It makes putting on your lashes so much easier. I think especially if you're good at like lining your eyes with like a liquid liner, because that's very similar to how it is. If you're good at that, then you're going to be good at putting your lashes on with this pen. Like, I feel like I'm able to get closer to my lash line. I'm not seeing lots of glue peeking out. Like, I'm still working on it. This is only the second time I've used it, but it was so much faster and easier than the glue that you can use that comes with the, you know what I mean. Try this out and let me know what you think. It is the Kiss Lash Glue Liner, and this one is in black or noir. Let me know, or let me know if you know of other ones too, because I think this is going to be my new thing. And thank you, Nikki, for using it and influencing me to get it. Okay, so that is it, my friends. I would of course like to know what you have used over this past week, or what you're buying, or what you plan to use. Let me know if you have any suggestions of what you would like me to use. And I hope that some of this was helpful. I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. Be sure to thumbs up and like the video. Also, please subscribe to the channel. And leave me a comment letting me know what you're using, what you're going to use, and all that good stuff, or whatever you want to leave me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.